Okay, so for those of you that maybe are still struggling, or maybe you missed class, or you just want a refresher on the checking account and how it works, I'm going to walk you through the first month and how to set it up so that you have a better understanding on how the checkbook register works. You'll have received a couple of things. You'll have received your personalized checking account. That'll be through Polaris. And then you will have received two emails from me. The first will be a transaction report, and then the next will be your bank statement, which will have the balance, the final balance, and everything for that month. In order to get started, you need to have your transaction report opened up. So for September, this is going to be a little bit different, even though that says February. This is for September. This month is going to be a little bit different than all the rest because this is the first one. It's being all lumped together, and then every month after that, it's going to go every week. And I'll have another video on that, on how to set that all up. But for this month, I'm going to walk you through how to get started. So you just got to make sure that you're going to record all of these transactions. All of these transactions you see, you're going to record. And then you're going to use the bank statement next to balance everything and figure out what is reconciled and what is still pending. So to get rolling, you want to make sure you look at your beginning balance. So your beginning balance here says it's 175. So when you go to your checking account, you'll see my beginning opening balance is at $175. My savings account is at 0, and my actual and my current account, which is nothing more than just your bank account balance, that's at 175. So everything matches right now. Then over here on the right-hand side, you've got beginning balance, total deposits, total withdrawals, and then your ending balance. So by the time this is all done, this will be populated with money. Your debit to clear, credit to clear, that will show up over here. And then you've got your final balance difference, total number of pending transactions. So anything that is calculated as pending will show up here. And then your pending only transactions total. So anything that's pending only will get calculated here as well. So it's a very simple process to start. Some people will copy and paste the information, or you can type it in. But there's two transactions here that are on September 1st. And it's as easy as just typing in. You can just type in 9/1, and then it'll populate the date for you. The description, you're going to put in the description. So I have a deposit, then my deposit, which is $883.78. Type that in, and then off to the right-hand side, my credit to clear is $883.78. It shows up here on my actual account as being actually in there, but my current account, which is your bank account balance, that's going to show up a little bit different. That's because we haven't done anything with it yet. So it hasn't been labeled as cleared or pending, but that'll come later. And you can see my total deposits, my end balance, everything's calculated. Then you just go on down the next one. So I would have September 1, transfer to savings. Now, here's what's important about transfer to savings. What that means is that you are taking money from your checking account and you're putting it into your savings account here. So there's a very specific way to do this. It's formula based. So you have to make sure you are typing in or copying and pasting transfer to savings. There can't be a space at the end of this. At the end of the S, there cannot be a space. So it has to be set just like that. If you have a space, then the money will not carry over. So to show you, so I've got it set up just the way it should. It's a withdrawal because you're taking money from your checking account and moving it to your savings. So it's $77.77. So I'll type that in. I'll tab over, and then my money gets moved over. So there's my savings account balance. Even though I haven't done anything yet, you can see there's debit to clear. Now, if I were to add a space here and then hit enter, it goes away. So you have to make sure that there is no space. If you add a space, you won't see any money. So in the event that you get this whole list populated and then you come to find out, well, where I'm missing $50 or I'm missing everything or whatever. If it doesn't add up, go back through and double check your transfer to savings. Make sure that there isn't a space, and you can just double click in the cell to find that. So you got to make sure you pay close attention to that. What some people will do as well, some people will go through and they'll just copy this information, and you can hit Control C. You can come into your date, hit Control V, and it's pretty easy to do. So if you're not a very good typer or you struggle with that, you can always type it in Control V. Now, some people they run into a situation here. So if you're looking, everything here is gray or light gray, and I've copied in some other information, and now it's all the formatting is gone. Some people really freak out about that. It's not a big deal. It's very easy to fix if you get to this situation. If you just highlight the row above it, the original row that is properly formatted, there's a little button up here that says Paint Format. So click that Paint Format button, and you'll see there's a little marquee line that highlights this area, and then you click the cell below it, and it'll automatically reapply the formatting from above. So if that happens, it's not a big deal. You just got to make sure you use your formatting. So as I've gone through, I've got debits to clear, my actual account, it's changed, and I've got a little bit of a different end balance. So it's very easy. All you have to do, you're literally just typing in the data. You're just plugging in the numbers, and that's what part of balancing a checkbook is all about. Looking at what you've spent, looking at what money's been deposited into your account, and getting those numbers to make sure they calculate. The next part is figuring out how to balance it and where all those numbers go and what is cleared and what is pending. So go ahead, finish filling in all the information, and then the second half of this video will cover what to do with the bank statement. So go ahead and fill that out, and then we'll cover the second part here in just a second.